Alright, we got our lighter. We need to come over here. It says there's maintenance tools, but I don't think an iron pipe is necessarily a maintenance tool.
Yeah. I may have to agree with you. I don't see where you would use it for maintenance purposes.
Actually, let's check it to see if there's a description. Oh, it's a pipe. It's for gas piping. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I guess.
Thanks, game.
That's the one real issue with this game so far.
Well, more the fact that it was nice and it was helpful enough to actually provide us with an explanation. So
Can't explain this.
We brought that later halfway across the city through most of the game just so that we can do that.
It seems worth it. There we go.
Yeah. The forever prescient tradition of putting puzzle solutions in the same room as the puzzle.
It's the best part. Wouldn't happen either way.
Some G rounds. Some grounds.
Has Drake played this game before?
Drake?
Yeah, the rap artist Drake. Yeah.
Probably not. I don't know.
I wish he did, because you could say he has nemesis. He's got a lot of nemesis.
Is that a Drake song?
Yeah, and he's got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
It's really funny because nobody is like a big enemy to Drake.
Return
Me.
immediately. Repeat.
Oh.
Supervisors return immediately. Over.
Okay. See a supervisor?
I'm the supervisor. You're all fired.
Damn it.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about
Oh,
helping out?
yeah.
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
Just shoot him.
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
Zombie beings.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Deliberately?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects.
Well, to be honest, the rest of my team kinda sucked.
Another mutant!
What, like Wolverine? I mean, this is a Capcom game. So, maybe the Wolverine will show up. This will be the prequel to Marvel vs. Capcom.
Boy.
No Resident Evil characters were in that one, unfortunately. The first Marvel vs. Capcom. As you can see, we're loading up for war. Whoops. We don't need to bring ink ribbons on our war.
Why not? I'm gonna paint it black. Can I say how baffling it was that it took 3 Black Ops games for them to use paint it black in advertisements?
It's because the Twisted Metal series already did that once, and they didn't want to be seen as phonies. There we go. We're all dressed up and ready for war. I think this is the only time too, with what Nikolai said, where they actively state like, "Hey, there's a boss fight coming up. You might want to get prepared for it."
Sorry, that was me.
What's going on? Whoa!
Yeah, get the camera real close to her tits, game.
What is that?
It's a dick.
It's me.
That is very clearly a penis.
No. No.
Yeah. So this is the Gravedigger boss. Oh, it fucking sucks. we're gonna go through our usual strategy, which is face tank all the damage and just shoot it until it dies. There's an alternate method of killing it that involves knocking over the lamppost, but like it takes way too long, and it's a bitch to activate. And to be honest, it's not like we're gonna have a use for these magnum rounds anyway. How many rounds left? One. Okay. I gotta be prepared. Also, the only way to fight it is like this really tiny strip of land, and it's super annoying. And I'm in yellow caution again, god damn it.
Can't even play the game well.
Yeah, the last time I did this fight, it was a lot easier, but whatever, who cares? Is it almost dead? Please tell me it's almost dead. I don't want to fight this thing. Oh, shit. I really don't want to fight this thing any longer. It's such a boring fight.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in danger. Jeez. It's usually not that tough. Usually I can get it in with 2 magnum things and 6 flame rounds. I guess I just... There we go. And it does that. It's gross. But yeah, I can usually defeat it in 2 magnum things and the like 3 or 4 flame rounds. I don't know why it took so long this time. I guess I was missing too many shots.
Well, that's over.
Also, I like that convenient fence, by the way. That was good. It's also part of the... It's a design decision that doesn't show up, like, too often, but it's part of what I really hate, which is when they force you to go through, like, new sections or, like, do a boss battle before backtracking. Because, essentially, you know, all that we've accomplished, all that boss battle accomplished, really, was a slight road bump in between us getting the key and us backtracking all the way back to use it. It's just a kind of frustrating design decision because it makes it really obvious that they're essentially just padding for time. Like
Exactly.
Like you really couldn't put that fight anywhere else. It had to be right there as you're backtracking. You couldn't make a new environment for that.
I mean, overall, I do like the environments this game has.
Yeah,
But, like...
exploring a dead city is really cool. And thankfully, on our return trip to the gate, we will encounter 0 resistance. Which is good, because that area is really atmospheric for a place you spend like 3 seconds in. With like the wind blowing and you hear the frogs. It's really cool. All the environmental sound effects actually in this game are really good.
Let it be known, Lady Naga, really into frogs.
You frogs are cool.
Frogs.
They don't call me the snake lady because I don't like frogs. Do snakes and frogs get along?
Don't think so.
No, that's too bad. I don't think they, like, kill each other, but...
No.
So, we're coming across one of the most difficult decisions in the game. For the ending we want, we have to jump off, but the thing is that, like, giving the Nemesis a good shove is so satisfying that I almost want to do it. But we're gonna jump off, unfortunately. It's too bad that, like, I couldn't save state or anything, because I really just want to show off that good shove she gives him. It's cathartic.
You're gonna show it off in another video, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a clip of it on YouTube or something. I'll let someone else go through the effort of doing it. And here comes one of my second favorite scenes in the game, which is you know, Jill's faced like a million of these things and like killed a giant worm monster, and yet somehow she gets cornered by 4 of them.
Rescuing you is becoming a full-time job.
You know, firing that thing
Thanks,
at the hip isn't very professional,
I-
Carlos. You
Listen
could have shot
close,
the shit
Lieutenant.
out of her.
They're going to launch a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks.
At dawn? But that's only...
I also like
I
this
know.
cutscene along with the
We don't
Mikhail
have much
one
time
because
left.
it's pretty much a tactic
We
admission,
have to split up
tacit
and find a way
admission
out of
by
here.
Capcom that no one actually watches the
And hey,
cutscene or anyone
Watch out
actually
for that
reads the
traitor
files.
Nikolai.
Yeah.
Well, because everything that we're told in these cutscenes is summarized in the files. So it's pretty much Capcom saying, like, we know you don't read it, so here's a summary for you.
At least they know.
I think we're going to want to save up here because, like I said, this game has randomized items, and this contains... Part of that is some stuff we're probably going to want to save scum for.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can. I'm not exactly sure how save scumming in this game works. So we'll...
Here we go. First try.
So... And look at that, it's our... We've saved so many times, we're now having to save over the very first save. We are going to get such a terrible ranking. Oh, let's pick this up while we're at it, I think. You get the water sample. You know, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have picked that up, because if we have to reset, then there would have been no reason for me to. Nope, good, we're good. Okay. Yeah, sometimes these gunpowders don't spawn, so we would if we didn't get them, I would have wanted to save scum so that we did. Because at this point, like, we're running so low on ammo that we do need them. It's time for some good old freeze round making.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah, everyone's favorite part. I also want us to take stock of exactly how many first aid sprays we have, because, seriously, we have a lot.
Oh man. More inventory management.
Hey,
The
We're not
the
gonna-
thread was calling for it.
We're not
They're
gonna-
like, there is enough of this game being played.
we're not gonna screw around in our inventory. I just want you to make a quick count as we pass through how many goddamn first aid sprays we own, because we've already got
Alright.
2, and then there's like a whole bunch.
Rough estimate, 8.
You know what? Let's make it a thread challenge. Hey, everyone out there, guess how many rounds we have? How many first aid sprays we have?
If you win, shut up.
Yeah. If you win, you'll get an avatar of your choice, but you have to buy it yourself.
What a steal!
I know, right? I'm benevolent as shit. We have 46 freeze rounds. That nemesis is so dead.
And some shotgun bullets, why not?
Well, I think those are the last. Those are the last rounds last gunpowder we'll ever get in the rest of the game, because we're right near the end. We've made it to chemical plant zone.
Sweet.
Not really though. The actual title of this, I like making the chemical plant zones joke because Sonic is fun, but the actual title of this place is good enough. Honestly, it is the Dead Factory, which sounds like a Mega Man level.
Sounds like a place in Stalker.
Please ignore the tip tapping because I'm about to tip tap. Because... There we go, we got it loaded up. Because there is one puzzle in this game that I am not actually doing, and it is this one.
Oh, it looks pretty good.
This puzzle is not necessarily entirely difficult, but it is bullshit, and it makes no sense if you don't already know what's going on.
What the fuck is going on?
I know, right? It makes no sense. Essentially, what you have to do is like line up. It's like, oh shit! I accidentally checked it. It's some ridiculous Tetris game where you have to line up these bars so that like, if you line up 2 bars, you know, A and B, how they have the 2 little bars, then on the result thing there'll be 1 big bar, and it's a headache to explain, it's a headache to actually do, so I just looked up the solution because we're not dealing with this. I've had to claw my way through this game enough as it is. God damn it. We're not having a repeat of the stupid the stupid vaccine puzzle. Hey, look at that.
Wow, you did it.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
I have a giant brain.
Wow. Giant Brain is my favorite video game website.
Yeah, I was gonna say Giant Brain Cast. Great.
What is Nemesis?
Great
Nope.
minds think alike.
Megamind thinks alike, actually.
What is the Nemesis anyway? I mean, really, fellas. This game is twisted. It's all messed up. I don't trust that Nemesis fellow. Seems like a bit of a jerk. Luckily, I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Alright, who did we get? Did we get hunters? Yeah, we got hunters. Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Do I want to use... I have way too many freeze rounds.
Owned, kid.
Is he dead? He is dead. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is my favorite part of the Resident Evil games, where you're right near the end and you just stop caring, and you just kill the shit out of everything. So... thank God for that. This is also one of the creepier environments in the game, because if you can... I don't know if you can kinda... yeah, you can kinda see there. There's like all kinds of bodies in the liquid and stuff. It's really... it's disturbing on a fundamental level. It wouldn't be a Resident Evil game without more elevator rides. I just want to point out for the record that, you know, like, this is referred to as the Dead Factory, and it is the only level in the entire game that has such a poetic name. Because everything else is like the graveyard, the police station, and then you get to the Dead Factory. I'm not sure what the dead adjective exactly adds. It's kind of redundant, because everything else in this game is dead. Why would the factory be any different?
Who knows?
I got some strong words for level designers of this game.
You tell him.
I'm gonna write a letter to Capcom. I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. Speaking of Capcom, what have they done lately? Do you know?
Nothing.
They made
Really?
Dragon's Dogma. That's about the last thing I remember them do. Or did they make Dragon's Dogma?
I
Capcom
have no
makes
clue.
Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then yeah, they did Dragon's Dogma as well. Sick combat rolls.
Nikolai?
Uh-oh.
So that cutscene makes absolutely no sense. I think it's meant... I believe there's another route through the game where Nikolai doesn't come and talk to you through the, like, in the graveyard. When he does his whole, like, senior citizens, they're all dead, like, team sucks, or whatever.
That was good. That was good.
I believe there's another playthrough of the game where that doesn't happen, so that cutscene makes more sense, but like in our current universe, that cutscene makes absolutely no sense because it's very deliberately framed so that you're not sure if it's Nikolai or not, despite the fact that we know it's Nikolai. That's not the first time either that Capcom is a little overzealous in showing us someone that they're not supposed to be shown. That's not supposed to be shown, but that's for another day.
Oh.
Speaking of other days, there's this stupid ass puzzle. It's not even really a puzzle, you just flip switches until you get the one you want.
Which one do we want?
We need to flip one of these. I forget which one. It's not that important of a distinction because the minute we flip the one we don't need, the steam blocks us. So, see, because now there's 2 steam vents coming out of here. Shit, where is? There you go. There we go.
We did it!
Huzzah!
Well, you did it. No, we did it. We did it. It was all me.
Like I said before, you provided us emotional support. Also, you saw there in the little map screen, it is in fact named the Dead Factory. I guess someone at Capcom was just really bored and decided that they ought to give their environment a nice name. A cutesy name.
It's a pretty nice name. I can call it cutesy.
It's cutesy. It's a lot more florid than everything else. Let's load up on healing stuffs, even though I don't think we'll need it. I mean, why not, right? YOLO. I understand the irony in saying you only live once and then grabbing as many healing items as I can.
I don't.
Yeah, that guy's dead. It's more of these assholes. They're either the Drain Demos or the Brain Suckers. I never remember which one's which because they're exactly the same, except one is slightly more powerful. I don't even know what we're doing, to be honest. This is another section in the game where Jill has no real clear goal, so she's just doing stuff until the plot advances. Which is a good chunk of this game, honestly, because she doesn't really have people to bounce stuff off of like you do in Resident Evil 2.
Right.
Because in Resident Evil 2, like...
Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please.
Okay, I don't think this is the guy.
Another countdown?
Yeah, we get... Oh, this isn't even our last one, if you can believe it.
Stars.
And here's the most bullshit thing. This countdown continues counting down even